It's Tuesday, but we're gonna use our imagination and pretend it's Sunday for Supernatural Sunday. Forgive me this week, I have my imagination time warp band on right now. I'm a little tired, I just got out of the shower. I've been traveling, we just got back from DC. I wanted to do this video either Friday night right after watching it or the next Saturday and upload it from the hotel, but the internet was so slow. I've only seen this episode once, and as you guys know, I like watching them twice. I always watch them twice, so if I missed something or, you know, I didn't cover something you thought was important or whatever, please let me know in the comments below because I'm not gonna be able to see it again for I don't know how long. Starting from the beginning, Sam with a hooker. My mouth hit the floor. I haven't been that surprised with Sam since he drank Ruby's blood. A hooker, really? What is his problem? He's completely lost his mind. I still feel like he might be a sleeper and he's gonna it's gonna be like Dollhouse. You know, there are 3 flowers in a vase and one of them is blue or whatever, and he's gonna go all kung fu action and start killing people. There's some sort of residual evilness going on there. Castiel came back, finally, with his weapons from heaven and a sawed-off staff of Moses. I don't know how to feel about this new storyline about this heavenly weaponry, and how do we feel about this? It didn't seem very supernatural to me to have actual artifacts. Dean being the sword of Michael. It wasn't actually a physical sword, it was Dean. That kind of thing. I wish that it was more like that with these weapons. I love Castiel, obviously, still. He's hilarious. I love how the actor can go from really innocent looking to he's gonna rip your throat out. This apocalypse battle in the post-apocalypse is still being fought. Nobody really knows what happened during this battle. They're just glazing over everything. All of a sudden all these first demons are running around, and now all of a sudden weapons from heaven are missing, and you know, no one's seen God still, and it's just like, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, what is exactly the end game here? I had strong opinions of the previous, you know, 5-year storyline, and now there's this new one thrown in, but Sam's the only link really to the old one because he still has all this residual weirdness going on. And so if they can tie that in somehow, in the way he is and how different he is, if they can tie that into what's going on now in the story in a way that's believable and doesn't have any inconsistencies, then I think I can say that I like it. It's still too early for me to say whether or not I like or dislike this new Weapons from Heaven First Demon storyline. I liked Dean's answer to Sam's question about how Lisa was taking everything. I was glad that he was surprised that she was so accepting, because so was the audience. I wasn't expecting her to be that laid back about everything, and I didn't miss her or Ben at all. I'm glad they're still including Raphael because he is gangster. They brought in Balthazar, and I know they're gonna bring back Archangel Brack. I like how all their titles are movies and TV shows this year, except they have one that's called Weekend at Bobby's, which is kind of concerning because at Weekend at Bernie's, Bernie was dead. I believe Weekend at Bobby's is this coming Friday's episode, because I thought in the hotel room that they were going on hiatus because they showed Soon and they showed scenes from multiple episodes, and I was like, oh no, it's not gonna be on. It's about Bobby and Crowley. That's gonna be interesting. I love my Bobby. Do we trust Bobby still? Sometimes they don't come back right from being undead. Of course I want to trust Bobby. He's like the Walter Skinner type character, the one you can always trust. You know what I'm saying? The Derek Morgan, the one that never lets you down, man. I was also a little confused by Dean's reaction to Sam being okay with Castiel going into the kid's chest. When they were in the jail and Ruby came in back when she was blonde, Katie Cassidy Ruby, and she was trying to test Sam to see if he would cut out the virgin girl's heart. Dean was like, you can't just cut this girl's heart out of her chest, and Sam was like, well, we need to get out of here. He was surprised that Sam would be okay with going into this kid. Like, that sounded dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Like, really? You're surprised that Sam is insensitive? But I actually agreed with Castiel and Sam at that. I mean, the kid's partially conscious as it is. Dean was maybe a little overly sensitive. He might see Ben in that kid, and, you know, if that were Ben, he wouldn't want him to get hurt or anything, but, you know, it was for the betterment of the kid. It was to protect him, really, because he didn't know what he was getting into, signing his soul away and everything. I also like that Sam knows there's something wrong with him. He knows he's off. It makes me trust him a little in the sense that he doesn't know what's wrong with him, or if he is really like kind of a sleeper agent or whatever, he's oblivious to it, and that he isn't involved on everything that the Campbells are doing. It keeps a certain level of trust there. I haven't fully trusted Sam really since the end of season 1, middle of season 2. I'm one of those viewers, I watch the show through Dean, I always have, and, you know, I really sided with Sam as far as the father was concerned, standing up to him and everything. And then after that, I just really fell away from him, and I was one of those people in the chat rooms defending the crap out of Dean. Whether he really deserved it or not, I was always defending Dean, and, you know, I watched the show through him. I understand Dean's character 10 times more than I understand Sam's, especially within the last few years. So I may miss things from Sam, or I might read too much into them or not read enough into what he's doing emotionally because I don't really understand his viewpoints a lot of the time. If you're one of those people who watches it through Sam, how do you feel about this turn of events? Do you think they've kind of ruined his character? Or do you think you're looking at him as a new Sam, the old Sam and the new Sam? You know what I'm saying? I'm just interested in people who watch it through his viewpoint because I never have. Maybe you're getting a whole different spin on this than I am, I don't know, or maybe you have a whole different viewpoint on the previous 5-year arc that I, you know, haven't seen or whatever. Just let me know in the comments. Sorry, I was looking over here, not at you. I will see you guys Friday afternoon. I'm going to post a video from my trip. And yeah, so I will see you Friday afternoon, and then I will see you Sunday night. So, Santi.